Let me switch gears, ask you about the Harvey Weinstein case this morning. That's what we're talking about. You've got really A-listers like Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelina Jolie coming out yesterday on the heels of the other women saying that they, too, were sexually harassed by Harvey Weinstein. Jolie said that after the incident, she never worked with the film executive again. This comes as 3 women accuse Harvey Weinstein of raping them. This is according to a new report. Meanwhile, New York police had investigated a sex assault complaint against the former movie executive in 2015. The probe actually included a sting operation, which recorded Weinstein's alleged advances toward a young model. Listen to this.
It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
I mean, don't have a fight with me on the phone. Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Please come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my jacket, you can go.
Yesterday you touched my wrist.
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that.
But
come on.
Are you used to that?
Yes, come in.
No, but I'm not used to that.
Wow, that's a pretty damning audio there, Ray. What's your take on that? Manhattan DA did not file charges at the time. Weinstein was not prosecuted at that time, but now women are coming forward with more stories. They're not just talking about sexual assault, they're talking about rape. Do you think he'll be prosecuted?
Well, this is standard procedure for the police department. These are he said, she said cases. Initially, they're trying to get some information to support the allegation. So using these tapes and phone calls is fairly a standard fare. Now, whatever information is developed, evidence, if it's physical evidence or recordings, turned over to the district attorney. That's where the decision is made as to whether or not to prosecute. And the district attorney, in this case, apparently saw it insufficient to go forward with the case.
What about the statute of limitations? I mean, some of this stuff happened a long time ago. Does that play a factor here? Like, if it happened so long ago, maybe he's, he's shielded?
Well, in the 90s, I think that, that would be an issue. But some of these more recent things,
right, the recent things
may resurface. But I have a lot of confidence in Cy Vance. I think he's been a very good district attorney, and he sort of calls him as he sees him.
And now we hear last night his wife, Georgina Chapman, who's a big-time designer, she's leaving him. Do you think that's, like, is she liable for lawsuits if they're a couple? Was that a move? Could that be a move partly strategic so she could get off of the sinking ship, frankly?
I wouldn't see her as having a liability here. I don't know all the facts.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Well, this is a case that really has put entertainment and politics together, because you've got all sorts of Democrats basically saying, okay, this is horrible, and we're going to give the money back. I mean, because he was a big Democratic donor.
Apparently he was, and we'll see how this develops.
Yeah. In terms of, let me switch gears because of New York. New York, in terms of crime, what's your take in terms of what needs to be done? How would you characterize this city right now, Ray?
Safe. But again, we're a terrorist target, no question about it. New York has invested more than any other city probably in the world.
Is that right?
Thanks to the federal government. Department of Homeland Security has been very supportive here. More protection, more police officers here than any place else. No guarantees. Because
I know that, like, you look at a place like Chicago, where they have among the strictest gun rules.
Right.
530 homicides year to date.
Yeah.
What's the problem in Chicago?
Well, I think the police have backed off from proactive activity, and I think that's what reduced crime throughout America from the 90s on. But people call it the Ferguson effect. The police are only reacting to crime rather than proactively trying to intercept it. And I think, they're concerned about their jobs, concerned about their families' well-being. This is a case in the Supreme Court now that the issue is whether or not police can be held personally liable for their actions.
Oh, my goodness.
If that goes forward and it goes against the police, I think, unfortunately, you're going to see police do very, very little. I mean,
wow, that's
I know
point.
Cops. I know they want to do the job, but that type of decision can be very harmful to morale and crime, statistics throughout the country.
Yeah, sure. Ray Kelly, it's great to see you.
Good to see you, Maria.
Thank you so much for your insights. Former New York Police Commissioner Ray Kelly there.